Alright guys, new video here. It's really cold in Florida. Christian's nice enough to give me a ride to get the 240. And the 240 is officially done with paint. The engine bay is all brand new and it looks so good. It's all matching now and brand new. It's just exactly what I want. Ray's doing an awesome job and I'm really excited to get it. So we're on the way there now to pick it up. Put in reverse. Bag up. Bag up. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Yep, straighten out. Alright, we're good. I got right here. Let's see this thing. I'm real excited. Oh, that looks so good. Dang it. Oh my god, it looks so good, dude. Oh my lord. I can't believe how good that looks. Oh, it's all matching. It's so good. My OCD is like freaking out right now in a good way.
Yeah, fixed under the hood.
Oh yeah, no more burntness. Now it's all black.
Yeah.
No signs of fire anymore.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah, dude, you did awesome. That's crazy, man. I never thought I'd actually have a painted engine bay, ever.
Yeah.
Wow.
Definitely completes
Dude, I'm
it.
stoked. So if you know Ray, you probably don't know Ray, but this is Ray Vargas. He does a lot of paint work, body work, stuff like that, really. If you need any paint jobs done, hit him up. I'll put his Instagram in the link below. But good work, and it gets done fast. Paint work usually takes a long time. Paint work takes a long time usually, and he gets it done real quick, and I like that. So that's a big plus. So I'm stoked on the job he did. It looks like a brand new car, and now it's time to bring it home and start putting all the accessories back in, and then engine later on, and just make it look good and brand new. But man, I'm shocked. This thing looks so good. And you put it back together for me, which is even a bigger plus. But you didn't have to do that. That's just the extra mile, which is like very, very cool. But thank you, man. It looks great.
Sweet, man.
And,
Yeah.
dude, all right. Alright, you guys, just got home. Car made it back home safe. Thanks to Christian again for the ride home. Again, I'm having truck issues, so I have no truck to tow anything. And Christian's nice enough to give me a ride and use his time to help me get my car done, and I really appreciate that. So, big shout out to Christian for helping me. One of my best friends, great dude. Go follow him on Instagram. He does great work filming and all that kind of stuff. So we're home. Car is here. Engine bay is painted like no fire ever happened. It looks absolutely amazing. Take a look for yourself. It looks so freaking good. All paint matched. Looks super glossy. This color is so good. I love this color, dude. It is so freaking sick. And Ray was also nice enough to also paint all of my, accessories, like the small windshield cal there, the windshield wipers, under the hood especially, because that was all burnt, as you guys know. But now it's like no sign of fire ever happened. That's my goal with this. I don't want anybody to think I'm coming back with some raggedy, half-assed, rebuild. I'm coming back strong with everything brand new, shiny, and ready to rock. So I'm just really happy this is coming together now, because it's been really stressful getting all this handled and done and all that type of stuff. But engine base painted. I want to get all the accessories back on. Not all of them, but like brake booster, clutch master, windshield wiper, catch can, power steering stuff. This piece is now detachable because it's way easier to put the engine in straight in like this instead of up, down, over, and all that kind of stuff. And now that engine bay is nice, I want to be extra careful putting it in so I don't scratch anything. So I'm going to be super anal about that and ready to put this engine in like hopefully a few freaking weeks. But speaking of engines, so as I'm waiting for the bottom end to be finished, luckily my head was at CW Pence Rebuilders over in Orlando, Florida. Over in Sanford actually. They got the head all done, and now my head is back to brand new and ready to go. So as you guys know, before I had BC cams in there, which I thought had springs and retainers, but it didn't. So he made me aware that the springs and retainers were stock, so I went ahead and got BC single springs and retainers. So now we pretty much have a semi-built head, if you want to say that, I guess. So we now have a full BC top end, BC 264 cams, and Run BC springs retainers. I did the single springs because that's really all I need for this build. I'm not doing like 1,000 horsepower. So me and Frank talked about it. He said the single springs will do just fine. But so when the car blew up, cylinder 3 is the one that detonated and threw right out the block. So I had them obviously tank the head, get it all brand new, clean, no more nastiness, metal or fire spray stuff, any of that kind of stuff. And I had them do, they tanked it, decked it, new springs, new retainers, new valve guides. I had to do 4 new valves on cylinder 3 because they were bent from when the accident happened. And then all new valve stem seals, and obviously set valve lash and have it ready to go in the car and be ready to rock. So this thing is ready to go. I'm super excited to have at least some part of the engine back, so I'm having a lot of motivation now to get this thing ready to go from the bottom end gets here, so we can assemble it and then be ready to start her up. So I'm super excited and super grateful for Jeff over at CW Pence for helping me out with this. He did a great job. I really appreciate him. He's a great guy. Go hit him up if you need any machine work or engine builds or anything like that in the Orlando area. Tell him I sent you and have your engine built by him. Okay, so now that the head is here, I have some really cool parts that I'm going to be putting on the car that I did not have before, and I was not expecting to do this or expecting this to happen. So Adam was very nice enough and got me the sickest Christmas present ever. I was not expecting this, like I said, and it's pretty wild. It is beautiful, and it's something I never thought I'd ever have. So Adam, nicely enough, got me one of the sickest gifts you can probably get a car person or a drifter or whoever knows good products. And Adam got me a Plasma Man intake manifold for the 1JZ. I would never own one of these because they're extremely expensive, but they are beautiful. It's a great product. Plasma Man is the shit, literally. And I can't believe he got me this. This is just awesome. So that's one of the new parts going on the engine. Comes with a whole new fuel rail and stuff like that. So my radium fuel rail will go bye-bye, and the Plasma Man fuel rail will go in. Bottle body is super nice. It's like, it's just quality stuff, dude. It's so good. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Come on, camera, focus. This thing is so freaking sick, dude. Ooh, it's black. I didn't know it was black. I have a radium fuel rail right now, but on Plasma Man you have to use theirs. So, oh god, this is gonna look so freaking good. So, black fuel rail and everything else will be billet aluminum, which is like baller stuff. Oh, I mean, I can't even explain how sick this is. Oh my freaking god. Look at this thing. God, dude. So freaking sick. So obviously this will go right here. Oh yeah, I got a little note left by probably Adam or Freddie. I know there's more in here somewhere. Yep. Yep, there it is. Yep. But obviously this will go right here. Oh my god. That's gonna look so freaking sick. Oh, yes. So, it's a huge new part for the car. Obviously, I have a stock manifold right now, and usually stock manifolds hold better low-end torque. So a lot of people don't use aftermarket intake manifolds on JZs because A, they're expensive, or B, they like the torque from the stock intake manifold. I heard the stock intake manifold holds it better, I guess. I'm not sure. But now, Freddie still have a nicer top end on the ear, and the response will be better because of the new, throttle cable and stuff like that. So, oh, also, I had it backwards. It was like this. Oh well. But I'm super excited about to go in the car and be right there, all polished and brand new, as well as the new engine bay. It's just gonna look so freaking sick. So one more thing that I also was not expecting to get for the car, like right now in the middle of this. As you guys know, I have not had a dash or a display for this motor or anything monitoring anything, but I had the computer. That's how I was monitoring things for the time being, because dashes are very expensive and they're very pricey regardless who you're sponsored by. As you guys know, ECU Master is one of my sponsors. I run their ECUs in this car. They're awesome, they run great, and they make the car just a whole another level. So I need a dash. I haven't had a dash at all. I haven't had any display. It's been driving me crazy because I've always wanted one, and I finally got one. So these things are very expensive, and I kind of pulled the trigger in a way because this was on Adam's S15. He had this dash on his car for I think 2 seasons now, but he's stepping up to the ADU 7, which is the bigger screen. But I went ahead and bought the ADU 5 from him. So now I officially have a digital dash display, and now I can monitor everything correctly and right and have it, sit probably maybe here, maybe there. I don't know yet. I got to figure that out. But we have a dash now. Now we can monitor things, have the rev limiter light, and have all the, electronic stuff. It's just, I'm super excited for that. I've always wanted that. And now I'm going to have, like, the sickest 240 with a sick 1JZ, freaking it's just the color I want with the dash. It's just a whole other dream. Like, this car was already a dream build, and it was already done, but now, like, with the whole rebuild, it's gonna be literally amazing. I can't even explain. It costs a freaking shitload of money. These freaking cars cost too much. If you wanna get into drifting, figure out your life first. That's all I'll say. But it's all worth it in the end, honestly. When you spend a lot of money on a car and it turns out like this, it's just all worth it in the end, regardless of how much you make or how much you put into it or whatever. You'll make it back later, even though you gotta eat ramen noodles or go to Taco Bell instead of a steak dinner. But I don't do that, I still go to steak dinners anyway because I splash a lot. But it doesn't matter. Just make sure your life's set to go and build a cool car. Just make sure you always just spend the money you want to spend and how you want to spend it in the right way at the right time, and that's how I kind of do things. Just make sure you spend money wisely on these cars because they can get way over your head and spend way too much and it can kind of hurt you in the end. But if you really just take your time and or find deals or stuff like that and just put it all together and kind of imagine it in your head, it'll end up like this. Just real quick, wanted to mock up the intake manifold to the head. Damn. This is gonna look so freaking sick. I'm probably gonna have to move the power steering reservoir and the fuel pressure regulator somewhere else because it might be too close to here. I'm not sure yet, but hopefully it fits better than I think it's gonna fit. But man, it's gonna look so good. It's gonna pop. But I do have a few more really cool parts. They're not here. They're at my parents' house actually. Something that you guys will be very excited about. It's a big safety part for this car to not let anything happen. Well, you can't avoid what happened last time, but you can definitely be prepared for it. So that's gonna be one big thing coming soon. But for now, we're gonna get some accessories back on the car and then just kind of pause until the engine's done really. But I'm gonna install that other part I was just talking about while we're waiting for that, probably in a day or so. But that might be the next video, I'm not sure yet. But I'm just gonna try and get a video out today so I can have some content out this week, so I can get something done in the car and then feel better because I've been doing nothing. I've been going crazy. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. I'm trying to be as patient as possible with everything going on right now. And yeah. But one more thing, my truck still having issues with the people I got it from. My truck is still having issues. I literally cannot drive the truck. It is a blown head gasket and it's not okay. It just sucks, but I'm working on it. I'm gonna try and win this battle. I'm gonna make a whole video on that soon, explain everything that happened so you guys understand, so you guys can see what's going on from my point and why I'm so freaking stressed out. That's the one thing. So that's coming soon, but now we're gonna focus on 240 for now and be positive and have fun and focus on the bad shit later. Alright guys, next day, and I'm over here painting some parts of the engine bay because, brand new engine bay, you didn't want rusty old parts going in there, so I'm painting some parts black so it looks like kind of brand new and not like old and crusty. Yeah, so it's time to start assembling some small parts into the engine bay. Got the igniter already mounted up right here. I cleaned some of the excess dust off the subframe and the power brace and the lower rat support and stuff like that. And then I have some other parts over here. Ray was also nice enough to paint the brake booster nice gloss black for me. I need to replace this part. I might just paint it, I'm not sure yet. But the main thing right now, since I have very minor stuff going in the engine bay right now, is to get the turbo setup back to looking nice. So, as you guys know, the fire got things pretty nasty. All the fire stuff all over it. I tried painting it last time, didn't work out right. And all the lines are kind of toasted and burnt. The wastegate's all nasty and just old, and it's gotta be refreshed because this cannot go back in the car like this, obviously. So my next big task on the list is take this whole thing apart, clean what I can, bring what I want to bring the powder coat, and then paint everything else a nice black, and get line measurements and get stuff for new lines and to make them brand new and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, this thing's pretty toast. I ordered new clamps, new fittings, new lines. I'm gonna bring the front side to get powder coated, nice and brand new, and then I'm gonna get this sandblasted, all this sandblasted right here, and I'm gonna recoat that myself because professional coatings are very expensive right now, and that's the last on the list. So that's what we're gonna do right now. I'll try and get a time lapse of me taking this thing apart because it's gonna be a lot of a lot of work. So if you guys didn't know, this is a Gen 2 GTX 3071. It's amazing, it has a great power band, it feels awesome in the car, and it's exactly what I needed and exactly what I want. But now that the engine can hold bigger power, I might upgrade to a bigger one later on, but for now, we're gonna run this. All right, about halfway through, some parts are really hard to get to, like the drain line and then the back housing bolts and all that kind of stuff, but this thing is so nasty. All the gunk and fire stuff and oil and a mixture of all that, and it's just terrible. So I'll probably take this all apart and get it sandblasted because this is just like really bad. So I can't find half of my tools. I don't know how. So I'm gonna go to AutoZone real quick and get some tools, and I'll be right back and finish this up and then degrease it and stuff like that, get it ready for sandblasting, and just get ready for powder coating and clean all the other parts and get them ready for the engine when it comes back. All right, back from the store. Gonna finish this thing up, and then should be good to go to start sanding all this stuff down and then get it ready to be redone. So yeah, this is just so ugly and nasty, so gonna be all brand new when it's all done. So bad news, I was inspecting the turbo and I found this. That sucks, damn it. I could run that, could not, but that's definitely damaged, so that's just another thing on the list. Oh boy, well hopefully I can get that fixed or get a new turbo, but alright guys, bad news. While I was taking this apart, I noticed that the turbo is definitely damaged. If you look closely right here, it's definitely chipped and bent and damaged, so the good old Gen 2 3071 is now damaged and donezo. So this turbo is trashed, and that really sucks. That's gonna cost a lot of money to get a new one, and you know, it's just cars. But hopefully I can get a new Gen 2 Garrett. Like now, I think we have a few out in shop. I kind of want to upgrade to a bigger size anyway, so it's kind of a win-win, but it still sucks. But I'll probably go to a 3076 Gen 2, and we'll go from there. But yeah, this is very unfortunate, but I'm glad I caught this now and not like last minute. So the plan is now I get it taken all apart and still get all this stuff, you know, cleaned up, sandblasted, redone, and have it ready to go for the new engine and now the new turbo. Alright, so as you guys know, the whole fire thing got the manifold, the wastegate dump, the flanges, the turbo, everything got disgusting, just like that. I sanded down the wastegate dump tube, sanded down the clamps. I actually taped up the wastegate as well because it was really nasty, sanded it down. And I'm gonna actually do the DEI high temp silicone coating because it looks really good. It's really cheap and it's way better than nastiness. So, but I would love to get these things professionally coated, but that's really expensive and I don't want to drop the money on that right now. Maybe later on, but let's do the job for now. But yeah, I have very big OCD for things looking like crap. And after over the years of making this car nicer and nicer, I literally cannot help myself to make everything look nice. I can't have anything grimy or looking weird or anything like that, regardless of how much I drive it or oil gets out everywhere or power, you know, whatever happens. But my goal is to make this thing as nice as possible. So let's get to it. Alright, so right off the bat, this stuff looks really good for out of a can. I used to use the VHT stuff, but that stuff kind of sucks and it chips off. But the DEI high temp silicone coating, dang dude, that looks extremely good for out of a can. Like I can't even explain how good that looks. I'm shocked, I'm very stoked. It was only 10 bucks at the store. Like, that's crazy. This is not a sponsored ad or anything. This is just me just buying stuff at the store and trying it, and it looks awesome. So 10 bucks can look pretty good. Some small effort. Alright, well that stuff's drying. I'm gonna go back to the engine bay. Just now I put the fuel filter holder in there, and it's kind of ghetto, but it works fine, so I'm gonna leave it there. Clutch master, brake master, and so on. But I don't have that much parts to put on right now because of, you know, I gotta wait for things and take things apart before I do anything, so I don't waste time. But this video is kind of everywhere. I'm trying to show you guys what's going on at once, so it's kind of tough, but you guys know the drill. Alright, coat number 2 looks even better. That's so crazy how good that looks for a freaking can, dude. It literally looks like it's been coated, so that's good for me. So now, I did get the clutch master in, ready to go, and now I'm doing the brake booster. Don't worry about that, you won't see that when the brake booster is on, but I'm gonna get it right now and finally install this thing into here. I'm gonna get a new master actually, so I can make it look nicer because this is kind of burnt from the fire, but for the time being, I'll put it back in so I can, you know, at least have some brakes and not rush before round 1. So I'll put the camera down, put this in because I don't want to scratch the paint. I'll show you when it goes in after. All right, after about an hour of back braking, bending, and twisting, and under the dash to get the freaking pin in for the pedal, and then the brake master would literally not line up with the 4 holes. The brake pedal brace, I guess, wasn't lining up with the hole, so I had to like push it really hard with the screwdriver and get it in there. But it finally went in. It's the most annoying thing ever, but it's in. We're good, and it's done and over with. So thank God. But brake master's in, clutch master's in. I got these almost done painted. I painted my fuel filter because it was red, and I hate red, and it's gonna make everything look weird. So I painted it black. This paint is freaking awesome, dude. 10 bucks for this thing, like, can't beat it. Hopefully it holds up pretty well. I don't know how it's gonna go, but so far it looks way better than VHT stuff. So I'm gonna keep buying this stuff and then finish everything else with that. But this thing is way too far gone for me to sand or even try to degrease. I'm gonna take it to my powder coater and have him sandblast this so it's back to bare metal. I can prime it and then do a heavy coating with this stuff so it looks brand new and ready to go. My downpipe's also very crusty and nasty from the fire, so I'm gonna take this thing all apart and then sand it and then paint it a nice silicone black again, and then get new heat wrap on there and be ready to go. All the fire nastiness out of this thing. So we are defiring the car. But yeah, things are coming together. I think I'm done for the night, and then tomorrow I'll continue on getting this thing back to normal and getting it ready for the new engine in a few weeks. So hopefully that comes soon. The head is here, as you guys know. Turbo is blown, unfortunately, but yeah, hopefully I get a new turbo soon. So that's next. With that being said, I'm probably gonna end the video here because this video is kind of over the place. I kind of want to end it here and have a fresh start tomorrow or something like that. But engine bay is now painted. Thank you again to Ray Vargas. It looks amazing. Matches the whole car. It paint matched perfectly to the car, which is always a big plus. It's just very surreal to have an actual nice engine bay. No more spray paint crap. The head is done. Head is good to go. I'm gonna get these painted a certain color. You guys see soon. New turbos coming, and then we'll continue from here on. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.